I think that cohesion policy is very relevant for Jiu Valley through the Just Transition Fund, which is a very special instrument among the many that we have under cohesion policy that has several peculiarities, one of which is exactly that it comes very close to the local community compared to the European Regional Development Fund or to the Cohesion Fund. The level at which the fund is implemented is much lower. Here we talk about counties. And within the counties, specifically for Jiu Valley, it was possible to develop an integrated territorial instrument, which makes sure that the significant funds, significant financial resources are converging towards the Jiu Valley. It seems quite clear that, especially because of the spotlight that was brought over the Jiu Valley due to the Just Transition, the Just Transition Fund, and in general to the energy and climate transition that is taking place, Jiu Valley is a better known place in Europe than maybe it was before. So my hope is that Jiu Valley becomes exemplary of an example at the European level as a transition that took place in a positive way, and that could become a territory that is a testimony for a successful transition. I work at the Just Transition Fund, which covers 6 different counties, and the Jiu Valley is a specific territory within one of the 6 counties. So I'm not super familiar about, or very familiar about the specific strengths and characteristics of the valley, but it is starting from these strengths and characteristics that the Jiu Valley should develop an alternative economic model. What I've seen so far is that because of the history of this particular territory, I think it will be inevitable to preserve and promote the heritage that descends directly from the mining activities. I guess in Romania, Jiu Valley is a resounding name, and is a name famous for the mining sector and all the history, all the stories that are linked to it. And in general, we know that across Europe, mining communities that are built around extraction activities are a special kind of community. Usually there is a coagulation of people coming from different parts of the country or even from outside Romania. I think the same case applies here in the Jiu Valley, and I would be very happy if the region develops building on this very varied background. Then, for what I've seen in the region, the natural resources, the landscape is one that offers possibilities that I think are already developed to a certain stage, but that can be further enhanced in the near future.
Do you believe that citizens and local communities should have a greater role in determining the investment priorities of the EU cohesion policy? If yes, how could they be effectively involved?
Yes, this is something that within cohesion policy we are trying to do, and certainly it is necessary to have more involvement and more feedback from the communities, the local communities, to design and to create the instruments that are to support development of these regions. But I think the Just Transition Fund tries to do exactly that. It's a new instrument which has, I think, two very special characteristics. One is that it targets some specific socioeconomic problems that are deriving from the economic and environmental transition that these territories will undergo. And the other very important characteristic is that we tried to, via these instruments, to involve from the start the local communities in the definition of the investment priorities, and this happens under the Just Transition Fund with the territorial just transition plans. We have, for instance, one territorial just transition plan for the Hunedoara County, and this plan was drafted with the contributions of all the communities affected by the transition via the representatives of the local authorities, but also with the participation of representatives from the civil society. So I think that it's a guess, maybe it's a hope, but I imagine that there could be more of this approach in the future of cohesion policy, if we manage to prove through the implementation period of the Just Transition Fund that is something that works. So a bit of this responsibility to prove that the bottom-up approach and the involvement of the local communities is a valid, functional way to design those instruments. This is very much in the hands of those who are experimenting with the Just Transition Fund for this period and the next few years.